Once you've started adding new volunteer records to your database, you'll eventually want to go back and open individual volunteer records to look up information or add more data. This help topic explains how to find and open volunteer records. One way to locate a volunteer record by name is to use the alphabetical name index, located at the very top of the Volunteers screen. To do this, choose Volunteers from the menu. Across the top of the Volunteers screen, you'll see the letters of the alphabet. Click on the first letter of the volunteer's last name. For example, if you're looking for George Bailey, click the B link to see the volunteers whose last names begin with B. Volgistics displays an alphabetized list of the volunteers whose last names start with the letter you selected. If necessary, scroll down this list until you find the volunteer you're looking for. You can click on the headings above each column to change the sort order. When you see the volunteer you're looking for, click on their name to open their record. You can use one of the Find fields to find volunteers by their last name, first name, number, or email address. To do this, enter the volunteer's information in the appropriate field. For example, if you are searching for volunteers with a first name of George, then enter George in the field next to first name, and then click the Go button next to the appropriate field you are searching for. Now you can click on the name of the volunteer record you would like to open. When you search for volunteers by their number, then Volgistics will only display the name of a volunteer that has that exact number in their volunteer record, if there is a volunteer with that number. You can also use the Include options to find volunteers. If you have many volunteer records, you might want to limit the alphabetical index to just certain volunteers, such as just volunteers whose status is active, or just the volunteers with a certain flag. You can use the fields located in the Include section of the Volunteers screen to do just that. For example, to limit the alphabetical list to just active volunteers, choose Active from the Status field. Leave the other Include field set to Any. This means you want to view active volunteers with any flag, type, or set. Now, when you click on any letter of the alphabet, Volgistics shows you only the volunteers that have the Include options you selected. If you choose more than one Include option, Volgistics lists only the volunteers that have all of your Include selections. This means if you select Active in the Status field and Blue Team in the Flag field, then the alphabetical list includes only volunteers that are both active and flagged Blue Team. When you're finished searching for volunteers using these Include options, click the Clear link at the bottom of the Include fields to clear your Include selections. Once you clear the Include selections, you can find volunteer records no matter what type, status, type, flag, or set they have. Note that when you close your Volgistics session, the settings are cleared and return to Any automatically. To view a list of all volunteer records in your account, choose Volunteers from the menu. Now, click the All link next to the letter Z in the alphabetical index. You'll see a list of all volunteers. If you selected any Include options, as previously described, this list will include all of the volunteers that match the Include options selected. For example, if you set the Include options so that only active volunteers are included, this list will display only active volunteers.